Well, time now 6:05 on your Thursday morning with the state gearing up for a slower reopen this evening. We're wondering how certain counties are approaching the new Safer at Home order.
Joining us right now this morning via Zoom video conferencing, Morgan County Commission Chairman Ray Long. Mr. Chairman, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thanks for being with us. Let's start with government services and the courthouse. How does this new order that goes into effect later on today affect operations in Morgan County there?
Well, it allows us to reopen the courthouse. You know, the courthouse has been closed for over a month now to the general public. We've had employees there working and answering the phone, but we're ready to open up Monday morning. Going to be wide open, just like we never closed. Of course, we're making a lot of adjustments. We're going to have a 6 feet rule in order. We took out a lot of chairs where people used to sit in the halls. Changing that, we're putting barriers up to separate the employees from the general public, and to protect our employees, we bought, every employee's going to have access to masks and gloves, and so we're making preparations, but we're going to open back up to the general public Monday morning.
What about those, I'm sorry, Marie, but what about those entering the courthouse there? Will they be given masks and so on? Will they be required to do that as well?
No, right now we're not going to do that. Of course, we're going to try to keep everybody away from each other as much as we can. But we're not going to be giving out masks to the general public right now. That would, of course, be very expensive. As many people that come in, but once they go to the office that they need to go to, of course, there'll be restrictions on how far back they need to stay and all that. But we'll have shields up for the employees to keep them separated. So we're mainly at this stage trying to protect the employees, and we're going to try to make sure that all the people that come in, of course, keep their distance from each other and our employees.
I know you mentioned that the courthouse will be open on Monday to the public. Are the employees returning tomorrow, or are they returning Monday morning as well?
The employees actually return this Monday to start making preparations to gearing up to get ready to open up for the next Monday. We had anticipated that Governor Riley will allow us to open.
Okay.
What about retail shops? Many of them, or most of them, will be allowed to open at 50% capacity. How do you plan to ensure that social distancing is practiced, or is this something that, as many others that we've talked to, Mr. Chairman, believe that it's up to individuals and owners to self-police?
Well, I think it is. I think the general public knows what they need to do, and the store owners, everybody's involved in this situation. They have to take care of themselves, of course, but I think that everybody's going to make sure that they focus on these guidelines, not only protect themselves, but to protect their customers that come in. It's been a burden to be closed, so I know the retail shops are going to do all they can to make sure that all the directions is going to be followed.
All right, and before we let you go real quickly, Mr. Chairman, what is your message right now to those businesses that can't reopen this evening? We're talking gym owners, those nail salons, hair salons. What is your message?
Well, just to stay strong and keep doing what you're doing. Try to get ready to open, because I really feel like the governor will release all of these probably next week. I know the deadline, she said like May the 15th or so, but the barbershops, all these things, they can take precautions too to take care of themselves. They can set appointments. I'm hoping that she'll get the message and get the advice from Dr. Harris that these businesses can open too, because these are small businesses and people are suffering right now. They need the income, and it's important for all of us to be together on this. And so I'm expecting relief from them at least by next week.
Okay, we'll see how that turns out for sure. Thank you so much for joining us, Morgan County Commission Chairman Ray Long on WAVE 31 Morning News. Thanks for being here.
Anytime. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Chairman. It is 6:09 on your Thursday morning.